Well, Hellfire, it is RockdaRiff, and I am back for some more Alan Wake 2. I'm so glad to be able to be back and making videos in the studio. Can't remember where we left off. Was we Alan or was we Saga? I think we was Alan. I think, yeah, we had just done the room, the room, the hotel murder and the room 666 and all that. All right. So what is the goal right now? Find Alice, exit the hotel. Yeah, so we've already done climax. Okay. Let's head towards the exit.
Parliament Tower was here, again. Zane said the manuscript of return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did.
The save room right here. Could go back to being Saga. Oh, me. Alright. Do I want to switch back to Saga or do I want to stick with Alan? Kind of want to stick with Alan. I like his sections a little bit more. My health that I got going on here. Yeah, let's go ahead and take one of these. I'd be afraid that lantern in the satchel would catch something and bust.
Go to hell!
Forgot it was that thing again.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
Okay. Just got a picture of Alan's death. Somebody in the doorway, and then something else going on right there. Got some computer stuff. Hey Alice, everything good with you back home? Just checking in. Tried to call, couldn't reach you. You are probably just deep in creative process. I know how the artists get when they're in the middle of your projects. Everything else disappears. If you call back and can't reach me, I'm doing whatever it is an executive producer is supposed to do. Still a mystery to me. Oh, and if you want to help me with anything business related to your exhibition, just say the words. Your pal Barry. Hey Alice, Shark Circle, and they now want to turn what happened to Al into a movie. or TV show, or get this, a fucking video game. I told him to fuck off. Also, in case you hear about this from someone else, a true crime writer named Tammy Booker is working on a book about Al. I hunted down her publisher and told them we'll sue. Hey Alice, checking in because I haven't heard from you. Or was there any more to that one? Don't worry, I've got you covered, your pal Barry. Hey Alice, checking in because I haven't heard from you. Everything good back there? I've been trapped non-stop meetings with no break. I'm a Camino. I have considered peeing in a mug and lunches to be damned. Has these people ever got a movie made when all they do is sit in his meetings is beyond me. Your pal Barry. Joined a cult. Hey Alice, you're gonna think I've been replaced by an evil double, but I've joined a cult and I love it. Joking about it being a cult, kind of blessed wellness retreat. Working with Al or the Andersons was tough sometimes, but these movie biz types are insane. My stress levels. The way they got that shifted right there is kind of weird. Working with Al and the Andersons was tough sometimes, but these movie biz types are insane. My stress levels were through the roof, but then I was tipped off about the retreat. Best decision I have ever made. I have never felt this good and, well, healthy. Guy who runs this place, Chester, is a goddamn miracle worker. Not a wacko in any way. I know you think I'm full of shit, but I have lost a ton of weight. You wouldn't recognize me. Chester says I've been lucky to have ended up here, that something bad would have happened to me if I stayed in New York. I believe him. I wasn't feeling great after everything that happened, especially after those FBC creepos wanted to chat with me. Enough to turn anyone into a conspiracy nut. I hope you're good over there. Come visit anytime. West Coast is not as bad as I made it sound in my earlier email. As your pal Barry. Hey Alice, I'm more fish out of the water in Hollywood than I ever was. Pacific Northwest wilderness. These yuppies with their glow in the dark teeth couldn't be more fake if they had six fingers. And everything is so fucking great all the time, even when it's in fact the opposite. More than once, I've thrown up my mouth during meetings with these movie exec jerks. But I gotta be here to look after Al's legacy. Everyone wants to call up the film rights for the Casey books, and they have moronic ideas of what to do with them. It's my duty to herd this horde of tan zombies into the general direction of something resembling good taste. Painfully aware how deeply Al would have hated adaptations if they didn't do justice to his vision. He was a master of hating things deeply, for good reasons. I mean, that's why we loved him so much, right? Anyway, gotta hop on another video call now. Talk about casting. Your pal Barry. So Barry is the one behind all the Alex Casey movies, right?
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in, even after he moved out west.
Okay.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
I like some of the imagery though.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
Two.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for. There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
The lamp went out behind him. I like the music.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Couple chapters that we've just done that were really fast.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript. The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
So then what is our goal? Right?
Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
Crazy imagery. Masks. Get to see something spooky with Mr. Door.
I don't have time for this, so let's get over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself.
Do we get to fight
These
Mr. Door?
rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through.
That would be cool.
You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this.
Saga.
You keep opening doors. Peeking in. Reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our night springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
Whatever you say.
So Mr. Door is trying
Door,
to
Zane, the masks were
help
finally
him?
coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste. The door wouldn't budge.
Oh, the guitar is ruined.
Wake.
Go on, man.
Wake. Losing the words. Wake. You never watched your story. Wake.
coming last. You won't be happy. Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta onward, set the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role.
I like his actual
Maybe
character
put
animation
him in
and
your
everything.
films, Tom, like you have put me. Sehän oliski.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Yöten Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear? That it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos you artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
Find the photos in the shoebox. I remember now. Can't remember what's over here though. Yeah, we had a TV in here. There is no shoebox. Let's go to the shoebox. It's a funny animation, them going through the door.
I would find Alice's photos in a shoebox.
That kind of locked me into that. Can't remember where the shoebox is though. There it is.
A bullet of light to push the darkness away.
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important, even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
Alan, wake. Alan, wake. 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 Wake.
Yep. Escape the talk show studio. Can't remember if it's this way or not. How many chapters we gonna go through? Get us a nice little bump, though.
I'm lost in the dark, drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No way out. There's no way out. It's deeper, deeper, deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I died. I wish I was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep, please.
All right. So I am going to end this episode here. I wonder if y'all are just as confused as me. Like, I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the hell is going on. That definitely was more for the psychological side of the game. But we continue on and see where we're headed next. If this ends up being your first time to the channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts on Alan Wake 2 are. It's interesting. I enjoy the hell out of this game. I feel like it has its moments of actual just straight gun gameplay. The musical part still have yet to be able to top that. That part of the game was so fun. But then it has these moments like this where it's strictly like a mind game, and I enjoy that. So, give me some trivia about Alan Wake, just no spoilers. And yeah, stay positive, stay rocking, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.